Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It's a very strange day. We've had a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain. It's too cold for rain, but it's still doing it. So it's going to be a little slick on the roads out there. So if anybody in the neighborhood is driving, please be careful. Hey, Marguerite, nice to see you. It is currently -8 degrees Celsius, but it feels like -17 with the wind chill. We're taking a nosedive, weather-wise again for a little while. It happens. It's the winter that never ends, and we say that every year. So that means it is 1 degree Fahrenheit, which feels, no, it's 17 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 1 with the wind chill factor. So how are you today, Marguerite? I figured we would have a nice relaxing day and just do some slow stitching. Just make up some little bits of things that we can add onto cards and tags, use them in clusters, that kind of stuff today. So what I was thinking was I have some little strips like this. I don't know how big I want to make them. I can always snip it. But I'm thinking if I just do like little squares with 3 diamonds on it, that would be a fair size. I can use that in just about anything. Hey, Jan, nice to see you. I was wondering if you were having a brunch today. But I guess not, because you're here. You're here, you're here. Okay, I've got sewing scissors buried in the back 40 somewhere. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. Figured we would do a little bit of slow stitching. I just want little bits that I can add. Somebody said the other day, journals, they're all about the details. And it's very true. It is all about the details. Really, really is. So I figured I would do them this size. This one, actually, I'm going to toss. Surprise! But that's okay. But I mean, we could gather these up and put them on top of a bobby pin or a paper clip or something. Good afternoon, Belinda. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Teresa, are you here? Maybe not. I remembered how to use this thing, and Teresa got one, so I said that I would check in and see on the 24th. You know what? I have a course that finishes late afternoon on the 23rd. I don't think we'd make it. But Ron wants to be, hopefully, in Calgary for the 24th of April because there's some old train thing happening. Steam train. I don't know. It's a train thing. And he would like to be in Calgary for the 24th of April. So I'm figuring somewhere around those dates are when we're going to be heading west. Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome. I figured today we would just do a little bit of slow stitching. Yeah, I'm excited about the course. It's making sacred hoops, and it almost looks like a beaded mandala. So, but there's a whole stories and rituals and stuff that go along with it. So I'm really excited. Really excited. And they said to bring things along that I wanted to incorporate to tell my story. Like, I think I might take some of the beautiful wooden beads that Ron has made and use some of those. I don't know. The supplies are included in the price of the course. It's a 2-day course, and I'm excited. That's all I know. So it's Friday, and oh, look, we got funky things in our chat today. What the heck? Hugs. I like it. That's cool. Somebody's got cool emoji things in the chat here. That's Marguerite. Yeah. So I want to take some of the beads that Ron has done, see if I can incorporate them. Yeah, spring is spring in there. It is burr here and snowing. Okay, as I said, I've got a threaded needle. I just chopped up some little bits. Um, when I do little bits with like a sequin or a bead or whatever on, I use it in various things. I use them in clusters. I can use them as page tabs, you know, sew them down onto a page like this and have like a bead and stuff there. We're just playing today, guys. We are just going to do some play because I zoomed. I zoomed yesterday. Hey, Anina, nice to see you. Um, yes, happy St. Patrick Day to everyone. I was at that craft along that they had that went along with the fundraiser they did for Janet VB. So I think there were about 18. I don't know how many of us there were there, but it was just like you craft and chatted and visited, and it was a lovely thing. I don't know what this is from. Piece of felt. I'm going to keep it because I like little bits of felt. And so I was there and I got lots done. I actually completed this little baby. It's a little art journal. So that got completed. And what else? Hey, Sherry, nice to see you, hon. So yeah, today I just want to do a little bit of stitching and building up some more little bits. I find that I go through these very fast and I don't know what I put them on. I honestly have no idea where they go, but I will go on a mass make. You know how I always do my mass makes, and I will have about 50 or 60 of them. And either they are put someplace safe and I have no clue where they are, which is highly likely, or, I don't know. I also like stitching on paper. You've seen how I stitch on my hearts and things. So like I said, we're just going to do a little bit of play today. Hey, Dana, nice to see you. I'm just doing some slow stitching bits for no apparent reason. Well, there's a reason, but, look, I don't know if I'm going to manage to do it. I'm already tangled in my scissors and, oi. Okay, so I cut 4 of these. They're not necessarily going to be the same, but we're going to, this one I'm actually going to go from the back. I did put a knot in it. I'm going to take a fun, look at this cute little flowery sequin. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. And so because it's a sequin, it needs to have a bead on the end. Here's a nice pink bead. These beads are a little bit bigger than seed beads. So they do add some bulk to a thing. See, Marguerite's got all the fun emojis. So I just came up through the sequin, up through the bead, down back through the sequin. And we're going to do that a couple of times. It just holds it on, and I'm going to leave it just like that. We're just doing like little, really simple stitch things so that there's many to be used. So I go through it a couple of times, tie it off. It's on your phone. That's cool. How you doing, Dana? Do you do these things, Dana, these little stitch things for your giveaways? Not much. You haven't been up to much. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just doing a little knot. I'm going to consider this one done. Oh, my goodness. Here's another case of do as I do, or don't do as I do, or something, Ugh. You're driving home from Daytona? You're stuck in traffic? Oh, no. And you know what? These threads that are sticking out from behind, I can leave those just the way they are because it's a junk journals, right? So even these threads add a little bit of something, texture, whatever. Yeah, let's keep Dana entertained. So I don't know how well you can see. Just a little floral sequin with a pink bead in the middle of a triangle, diamond, that thing, that shaped thing. Okay. I also have these. Guys, what would you do with these? Remember I said I've been rolling thread around my brayer and using that as decorative paint thing, right? But look at these lovely crunchy threads. Suggestions? Hey, Stacy May, nice to see you. Suggestions for these? Always open to suggestions. And I have a little jar with thread ends in it. Someplace. Just had it. I don't know where it is. We'll just pile them up beside me and I'll deal with them after. How you doing, Stacy? And again, I'm not taking really long strips of thread because it's older thread. Can I use what? Oh, did you give me the stitch bug, Sherry? Yeah. No. Yes. I was doing some slow stitching um, on some pages for those art journals that I'm working on. Okay, what can I use in my slow stitching? Do. Where did you? Going back. Okay. On your phone, not much is new. Stuck in traffic. Keep you entertained. Stacy's here. Can you use them in my slow stitching today? I don't know what you're talking about, hun. Yeah, you know what? Those threads with paint on them? Oh, yeah. Can I use those? I don't know how well they would. They're crunchy. Like, they're like very, very crunchy. I probably could, but I like the crunchiness of them. And I think if I keep pulling them through fabric, they might lose their crunch. We can try. Definitely try. Yeah, I've got a thing of orts someplace. You know what? My desk, you couldn't see my desk. Seriously, you could not see my desk this morning. I even had Ron come down and look and see if he could find it. He just kind of laughed. You know how that goes. But anyway, um, I managed to get it cleared up enough that we've got room to play. Yeah, I can use little bundles and stitch it down. I can. You know, that's a good idea. I'm working on. I make the ugliest journal covers in eternity. Seriously, my journal covers are ugly. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. So when I made that little journal cover for that little journal, this thing, it's out of fabric, and it was out of this fabric. My girlfriend brought me 3 or 4 things of sample fabric from a designer. You know, you get those design kits for upholsteries and that kind of thing. These people. Um, so I used this fabric for that little cover, and I really liked it because, and I did stitch on it. It's got the paper on it, and I can't get the paper off. That glue is some brutal glue, so it makes it really nice and thick. So I think that I'm going to make a few like little tiny journals out of that, and then this is not big enough to make too big a journal, but um, these little ones, definitely I can make little, and it stitches nice. So yeah, I could probably stitch down that thread. That would really be funky, wouldn't it, if I just kind of crumpled it up and then stitched it down, kind of like that, across the front of a journal? Think I should thread some beads or something on it first? Well, they're all kind of mud colored, to be honest with you, because by the time I finished using them, they're pretty muddy. Like, there's a little hint of orange here, a little hint of green there, but really they're really nice and crunchy. I think it would be fun with beads on. But yeah, like I don't know how. See, they're not brilliant colors or anything. Got a whole bunch in a big clump here, all twisted together. We could definitely thread some beads on. All right, so let's take just one strand of this. Let's put this on the magnet so I don't lose it. I just want one piece. Seriously, one piece. You'd think that I just bundled them up, and I did put them down separately. Really? Yeah, see? I can feel that it's getting a little soft from being worked a little bit. Well, what I did, Marguerite, is I had it on the gel plate, and then I ran the brayer over it, and it all wrapped around my brayer. So then it gave me things like looking for one that I showed them last time. Those really crazy pages that I did. Here's one. Okay. So then I ran it with the paint on. Hi, Andrea. Nice to see you. So that's the texture it gives on the gel plate. It's almost like a fiberglassy look. You know how when you're doing a canoe or whatever, it gives you get that fiberglass fabric, and you put the epoxy or the resin over it, and it hardens when you're doing fiberglassing. So anyway, that's what it reminds me of. It's like a fiberglass thing, but they're really, really fun. So that's what these were. Is I used them around the brayer, and then I scribbled on paper. Okay, so this has some oranges and some greens. It's an interesting bit. I do not have pinking shears. Obviously, these were pinked. I'm just going to cut across this edge here. And I'll just use this to make another little tiny art journal. Oh, there's my thing of arts. Here's my art bin. Wherever that one was beside me, it's gone. Okay, so this is really, really nice and stiff. 7 p.m. there. So I'm just going to fold it in half. It's really interesting. It's a nice orangey, rusty, maybe like that sienna brick color with some stitching running through it. Okay, so if we're taking this, we want to put some beads on it. I don't have really nice beads right here, but I do have do have. Let me just kick over a thing of thread beside me. Let's not do that. I'm going to go grab a bin of beads. I know the thing that I want. I have this bin of glass beads. It says Scotch mints, but that's not what they are. Lovely selection of beads. So, what about if I can thread that? That's a nice color. It goes really nice with that string and everything. Don't think I would get it on that string. This one I might get on the string. I don't know how big I want or how heavy. What about something like that one? Good evening. Or look at this one. This one's got some, it's green with black dots. But like I say, some of these, I don't think I will get this thread through them. We'll see. You like the green one better? Oh, you have no idea about my bead collection. Let me see. I took a picture of it for somebody recently because they were saying something about my beads. Like, you sure you've got enough beads? I'm just trying to get my tablet to wake up here. I have to see if I've got that picture on here. Come on, tablet. Crazy tablet. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see if I can get it strung onto here. If not, I will have to do a needle and thread and stitch it down on top. Let's stick a needle and thread through it first. I knew what you meant. I read Taiwanese. I'm fluent in Taiwanese. Looking for this end. This end. I should think it would go through. Well, I've got paper beads, definitely. But where's my... I know it's on my tablet because I just can't remember who I showed it to. There we go. There we go. Let's get rid of this light. We've had that issue. Can you see that? All these shoe boxes, every single drawer, and all those, and I still have more that haven't been sorted. So I have an extensive bead collection. Having an art exchange, items will make somebody happy. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to have to hand stitch this down with this needle and thread because this isn't going through nicely. I want to see if it'll go through this one. You would think it would be stiff enough to go through. Whoa, that's not enough. Well, you see, I occasionally do beadwork. So yeah, those are all beads. I've done beaded curtains, like with pictures. I did a Canadian flag. Oh, look, this one's strung nice. So I'm going to have that one and maybe a couple of little ones. And I have one of fish in the bathroom. So I was collecting beads for those. Now, how about an orange one? Here's a nice orange one. We'll do 3. Okay, so we're going to just kind of do a smidgy, ucky thing and arrange the beads. And I like that green one, so I'm going to just stitch that one down. This is going to be a very strange cover. Lid. But I do bead. This is the one I'm have been working on for a year and haven't picked up again. That was supposed to be happening. It's a heart. I don't know if you can see the outline of the heart. It's a beaded heart. So that's, and then I have a bin full of beaded hearts. You want to have a small box of beads? Well, I get a lot from the thrift store. I make sure that they slide, and then I bring them home and break them open and use them. Well, this farther. So, yeah. Anyway, I need to puddle this up and make it fit on here. Yeah, that's a perfect thing to do with art supplies. Like I said, we've got that place called Arts Junction where you can pick up things for free, but not necessarily paints and stuff are there. I'm going to tuck that end under and tuck this end under. About something like that. Yes, no? We're going to try it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up from the bottom and I'm going to start by going through that big brown bead and tacking that down. And that should hold this stuff in place. Okay, so now that bead's not really going to go anywhere. It's kind of stuck in place because it's stitched down. So I'm going to tie a knot after this bead. Okay, my thread's not even. Do that. Do this. So this is like when you do native beading, you tie knots after every couple of beads so that should a strand break, you're not going to lose all your work. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'll definitely add some smaller beads when I stitch it down. And I'm just like the back is going to look like Hades because I'm just tacking it down all over the place. But I will be putting a piece of paper or cardstock or something over it to cover up the printing. So I'm just now going all over the place and tacking down in various places. Now the next time I come up, let's add a small bead. These ones are plastic, they're acrylics, but they'll still work. There's some nice brown ones in here. You can kind of see it, kind of not. I think maybe I need to add a couple of different colored beads as well. Like I said, I'm just going randomly and stitching stuff down, hoping to try and get it more to one side so that I can still put a closure on. I'll go up here. Oh, no, 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 no. What are you doing here? Stop that. And of course, you know, I can stitch in little bits of paper or, you know, to add some more interest. Maybe that's what I'll do is I'll lift up a piece and stitch down something fun on some cardstock. I like that idea. I really do. Okay, I want to come up over here. And I want to go through this orange bead and tack that down. You know what? I'm going to do 2 stitches in that orange bead because I just think it's going to be more secure. Ouch! Sharp end of the needle was behind there. Okay, now I'm going to put a knot. Now I want to find a hunk of something with some... Oh, wait. I've got some masterboards on cardstock. I bet you I could find a cute piece from a masterboard. Okay, so that's nice and tucked down. Oh, nice. You stitching along? Still redoing the dryer balls? Dryer balls are handy. They really are. And again, as I say, I'm just going randomly and tacking the threads down, working my way to that far side so I can add another couple of beads and see if I can find what? Oh, piece of cardstock. Something yellow would be nice. Let's grab my bin of masterboard bits. Oh no! Stay on there. So I'm looking for something brighter than that. Oh, this is a fun masterboard stuff, and it's got yellow. Oh, look, it's got all kinds of little bits. You know, I'm going to take a couple of these little yellow squares, and I'm going to put one over here and one up here. And I'm going to put them down with a sequin and a bead, maybe. And then on the back, I'll use this one. What do you think? Scraps of wool on your socks? Yes. I would be tired of that also. What do you guys think of that? It's got that rusty color in it. Well, it's got orange, and it's got the yellow. Put that there and hope it doesn't fall down. What about something like that? And then on the back, I could do this way, like I did on the back of the other one. Yes? No? I'm going to tuck this under here. Oh, come on. I have to take a sliver off of it because it's just a bit big. That's what I tuck because I've got a stitch in there and it's not going underneath the way I want it to. There we go. Like that. You like it without the paper? I don't know. I kind of want the paper because it's a mixed media art journal, right? Oh, you talk about the back? We'll see. But I definitely like these little ones on the front. Okay, I don't know where I am. There. So we're going to go over here. We're going to tack down these threads. Come. I like it. I do like it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch all the way around this piece of paper. So I poke holes in it so I can see where exactly I need to go back up. The thread's getting stuck on these picking shear points. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. And I want to tuck this thread under that stitch. So up that hole. Then when I go down, we're going to go over this thread. Yeah, don't like the pinking sheared edges. I do not. Oi, come on. It is kind of hard going through the paper and the glue, but I've been through worse. Circles are good. Yeah, I guess I could have punched some circles. And then I'm going to go over those two threads. I need to come up here. I know I'm a nightmare when it comes to slow stitching. A circle on the back. Yes, I could definitely do a circle on the back. I need to go around those threads. A wobble cut circle. Oh yeah, wobble cut circle, and then maybe a little bit of this crunchy thread with a bead. Maybe. Okay, so before I do the next stitch, I am going to put a knot in it. Ouch. Goodness. I want it under this thread. That's what the issue is here. Because I want to tack that thread down. So the thread's stiff, the fabric's stiff, the paper's stiff. Yeah, I think a wobble cut circle could be definitely doable. I'm really liking the way this is turning out. So the next time I go up, I'm going to put a little bead on. Come on. What about like a shiny gold bead? Like a metallic pearl thing? Like this? Hey, Cheryl, welcome, welcome. Let's try this and see what we like, if we like it. I don't know. I don't know that I like the gold. Anyone? Can you see the gold? It's pretty shiny. Yeah, I don't think so. You're right. I have an orangey one like this. Or what about going across the yellow? Oh, what about this? No, that's blue. Okay, use the needle and pick up what you're thinking. A yellow one like that. Can you see it? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, that it's much more natural colors. And this one is holding down a couple of threads. I don't know how well you can see it. Okay, we're going to tie that. And then I've got quite a few little beads down at that corner, so now I need to put a couple more higher up. But we're going to finish stitching this piece of cardstock on first. Oh my goodness. Come on. This is definitely going to be an interesting piece. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and tack these down because they're just wild. So now, oh, I like it. Okay, I'm going to tie this off because I don't have really enough thread to do too much more on this side. Okay, so I tie a knot, and then I'm just going to run it under a few of these stitches because it is going to get glued down. Or, once there's paper glued on the back. Can't really see that little yellow bead there. You can, but you can't. But see, I've got a whole bunch of beads down here. So I think I need a couple more little ones like in here-ish. Oh, and we never did use that big green one either. Maybe it needs to go right across here. Like that? No. Is that going to be too much? Should I just use a little bead? Or come back. Maybe across here? No. There. Something like that. That one there. Or here. Let's get the needle threaded and see where we want it. I'll make the green one the closure. Oh, that could be doable, in which case I need much stronger thread than this. Okay, I will finish tacking this stuff down. I will definitely use that as the closure. Actually, maybe what I'll do, I have a plan. Okay. Let's go up here. Need it to hang close. Paper beads would be cute, and you know what? They would be much lighter than these glass beads. Because if I these little ones may be shipped. And again, I'm going to go through this bead twice. We do make them, we need to use them. Mine are pretty boring colors though. And I didn't put any fancy coating on them the way Jean does. There, so that's through twice that bead, plus the string that it was originally on. Let's tie it off. Tie it off, tie it off. I'm not on screen. So anyway, like I say, this is just a piece of fabric. It's got a big label attached to it, so it's really decently stiff. Yeah, Belinda did mention the paper beads earlier. I put mine someplace safe. I don't know. I came across them the other day and I went, oh, I need to do something with these, and completely gone out of my mind. You know how I operate. I'm going to go through this bead. Just holds them down that little bit better. Actually, I've been through that bead before. It's okay. So some of this I am going to leave loose-ish. Yes, definitely a novel concept. Definitely. And then I'm just going to go in this big cluster of stuff over here. Tack it down. So now we have to decide if or not we like the yellow one up here. I do like that up there. Anybody else? Sorry, guys. Allergies are running amok today. What do you think? Put that on or not? I do that too. I agree in my head, and then I say, I told you that. No, no, you didn't. So we could take a piece of fabric and put it behind that. Piece of lace or something, maybe? Um, do, 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 do. This string? Yeah, there's a fair bit of it left. Uh, blah, 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 blah. Yes, no. The yellow in the corner. I was leaning towards yes, too. Okay, so we're going to come out here. Come on. No, you're supposed to be under the threads. Oi. Okay, so my eyesight doesn't like this. Come on, you just put a hole in that. Why can't you get that through the hole? My goodness. Hokey Donna. Got my glasses on. Get it on there and it pops right off. Um, signature goes inside. It would be art journal pages. This is going to be a little miniature art journal. That needs to come through here. Sorry, guys. Kim's having technical difficulties here. Sort of. Oh, look, and you've wrapped around that. Oh, just stick it back in and be done with it. Oh, is my sound jumping? Can't hear me? Uh-oh. Do we have problems? Anyone? Okay. Because it's snowing and we've got so much moisture with my old service provider, I would lose internet. But I shouldn't lose it with this one if it's wet out. But just in case I do, hey Maritza, how are you doing? Once again, I am not doing any crocheting. I am working on a journal cover for a little art journal. So I'm just doing a little bit of slow stitching. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy yet. I had hoped to do, a little bit of embroidery on some fabric for tabs and things. But now we're working on the cover. But that's fine. So this cover is kind of wild. I like it. And I'm poking holes from the top because it's hard to know where I am coming from the back when I'm doing the stitching. Again, just doing a little running stitch just to hold this stuff down. Oh, that's way close, Kim. Oops. Oh, you know what would be really cute on this one? I wonder if I could tuck it in here. Or maybe I could just sew a little piece right in the middle. I have a plan. I need to go over there and get a bin of something. Surprise! Oh, all right, Jan. Doesn't it feel good that something's so close to completion? No, 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 not a chicken. Not a chicken. In fact, I think I only used 2 pieces of 2 or 3 kimbits in that other one. If that. I used one of those wee tiny little goonie birds, the itsy bitsy birds. Oh, good. Just about done sewing this yellow square on. Then, okay, come on. Yeah, this back isn't too bad, but like I say, it's not going to matter too much because it's going to be hidden by a piece of paper. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Let me just go over here and see where the heck that bin is. Oh, of course, it's on the bottom of that. I'm grabbing this bin. Bear with me. I wonder if I could use this as closure. So, my teacher makes moccasins and mucklucks and gauntlets, drums, rattles. And she gave me a bin full of leftover leather scraps. And I thought maybe this blue or a piece of leather kind of across could be interesting. If I stitched this piece of leather down, right across it, yeah, it is kind of like a beach. There's sand, there's beads, there's seaweed. What do you think? Something like that? Corner to corner. I can't do corner to corner. I've got a big orange bead in the way. Unless I did the small side down. Oh, I could do that. Small side up to the big side. And then it's tight, but I could do it. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. But if I do it from this bottom corner up, this cover is going to weigh as much as that other journal. I bet you anything. Because that bead's pretty heavy. These other beads are heavy. Okay, so we're going to come up here. Right at this corner. We're going to go through the leather. Uh-oh. That is thick leather. You need a thimble. Oh, goodness. Okay, I got to get a thimble. See if I can tie one fast. I have one. Because this is going to be brutal. Once it's attached, it shouldn't be too bad. Once I've got a few stitches down, it shouldn't be too bad at all. Oh! I wonder what she used for sewing this. Maybe she used her machine. But then she would have done beadwork on it. Goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pretty boring today. That's too thin to pre-punch a hole. Once I get it started, it's okay. It's just getting it there. I'm going your speed. Okay. Okay, let's just do it from the back. Do it from the back. Ooh, could be dangerous. No fingers in the way. Now, I probably have fabric in this color. In fact, I know I've got fabric in this color or very darn close to it. But I wanted leather. You just get that feeling that you want to just use that. Oh, don't not. There we go. See, it's coming down. It's stitching down. I am horrible with a thimble. Let's try it on this finger. Oh, come on. And my awl is pretty big. It's not nice and thin for this. Come on. Oh, if you could see me now, Yvonne, you'd be laughing. Yep, this is going to be a slow stitch, guys. It's going. Slow but sure. It's going. Don't sew the whole length of leather. A few stitches at the bottom and a few stitches at the top. The reason I was thinking of doing the whole thing is because of all these stitchings, like all the stitching in the background. If that makes sense. But we could try that. Go here. Come on. Yeah, this leather would be even too thick for my beading needles. Because when you bead on leather, you put something stiff behind it, like a thick piece of denim. Okay, so where do we want to come up now? Let's go from here. So I'm running right across the back here. No green beer? I could use a beer or something else green. You know? Yeah, this worked out nice. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Anne. That's a great idea. And the stitches are crooked, but you know what? That's going to just add to this. Just add to it. No, I haven't heard of shipwreck beads. You know what? I think I'm just going to put one more stitch in and just leave it loose. Chartreuse made by monks? No. Yeah, just the 3 stitches at this end I think will be sufficient. Because my hands are saying, okay. Oh, that's just a wee little stitch. I'm going to have to do it again. Rats. Just a little farther. Little farther. That stitch is just a little too small. Yeah, Kim's not easy on her toys. Want to go there before they moved? I have so many beads. I have so many projects. What do you think? Is it fun? Is it ugly? I think it's weird looking, but that's okay. I like it. And then this bead is a closure. I'm not sure if that bead's going to work as a closure. We'll see. Because for this bead to work as a closure, I would have to put a couple of rows of thread through or wire, because if I want to wrap it around, I had some wire here, but still, if I was to use this, see if I can get you to go through there. I would have to go through and leave it pretty loose so that I could wrap around it like thread and then a knot. So it's kind of dangly because Otherwise, the thing won't wrap around it. Does that make sense? Because if it's sewn down, I won't be able to wrap. I would have to do it like this, leave it pretty loose, tie a knot. Okay, let's do that first. Now wait. Put that on the needle right here. So, oh, see, that needle doesn't even go through that bead. Well, Sam David Henry. I'm thinking, if yeah, it is a bit of a beach theme. Blue and green and sandy, rocky. And I can't get 2 strings of crochet thread through there. What else could I use, guys? Something a little bit thicker than crochet cotton. Let's see if I can get the folded end through. I think this should be like a beach themed art journal. Lots of blues and greens and rusts. Oh, wait, look. It's going. Twist it in and put it through. I don't know. Because the reason I don't know about DMC floss is because of all the threads, right? It's got 6 threads. Now, if I take this thread, this needle, and poke it through, I need something blunt. Something blunt and fine. Maybe you? I know that the whole needle doesn't fit through, but I could at least just poke the threads through the end. No. It's kind of like halfway there and it's not going anyplace. DMC floss, we can try that. Where is it? It is here. Use green. Okay, I've got this dark turquoisey bluish green. I think I'll use that on a bunch of different pages in here. Oh, it's old. Very, very old. So what I'll do is I'll cut a length, then I will take some liquid glue and make like an aglet on the end. I think it should go through if I do like some glue on the end to make it stiff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm doing that right on my cutting mat, guys. Maybe I should do this like pirate themed. Little pirate themed art journal. No, just colors. Just make the colors. Okay, so I've got the end of the DMC floss glued. I'm twisting it up really, really tight. It isn't dry, but it's stuck to my finger, so it doesn't want to go. Lucky, lucky. There, that worked. That worked. So now I'm going to take it and tie a knot right here. I'm going to try and get that knot as close to the bead as I can. Now, it's a little far away. So what I'm going to do is get out the awl. Oh, guys, I've stacked stuff in the way. Ha! Gonna get out the awl and my punching mat. Now I am going to make a hole, but I want a bigger hole. Okay, punched a nice hole in there. We'll put this dangerous thing away now because we all know what will happen with it on my desk. So I've got this nice big hole. So I'm going to take these strands of crochet cotton, embroidery floss, and I'm going to pull them through. Up to the bead. And I'm going to tie a big knot on this side where that knot is. And I think we should have it. Why aren't you pulling? Great idea, Belinda. See, that now gives us, this bead is kind of loopy. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to glue this down now. It's going to be a nice knobby thing on the other side, but I will deal with that. I wonder if I could kind of, nope, perfect. Perfect the way it is. Let's just take a paper clip, a plastic clothespin, and hold it down so that it will glue. The glue will dry, and we're going to cut these off here. I'm going to use these on some of the pages that are going to go in the middle of this book. And then we got to decide. We said something. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could cut that into like a seashell shape? I need a seashell shape. Or, you know what? I've got little seashells. I can sew a couple of little seashells on here too. I have a seashell bead someplace. And I have some twigs that I could sew down onto, like when I'm doing the spine, I could put a twig on there and wrap the cord for the signature around that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, a seashell shape. What about a beach umbrella? If I had like a beach umbrella and then this, sew this down and then an umbrella. What do you think? And then definitely do all blues and rusts. With smatterings of yellow. Let's see. Where are my umbrellas? Oi, oi, don't catch on that. You know what? I have an idea. Wait. Where's that piece of fabric? I just grabbed a piece of fabric that had. Look at this piece of fabric, guys. It has little shells and starfish shells. If I fussy cut some of this out, I could glue it down. Like I wouldn't put the pineapples or kiwis on it, but I could do like the little fish, or I could just use my own fish. Don't knock that over. Okay. So we said rusts, yellows, and blues. I have this umbrella. Maybe this would just have to be a little square too, instead of the big square. If we're going to do that, I could do a big umbrella. Just have to decide what color. And of course, we'll put the handle on. That one you can't really see. Drink a game. That would be fun. Or I have a plan. That one's kind of cute. There's a yellow one. It's a nice blue, purple one. Okay, which one? I don't like the orange. That one's too purple. Or I could cut this into an umbrella. I got the water every time. This umbrella or this umbrella or this umbrella. You could go right off the wall and use a purple umbrella. Oh, and you know what? I got like plastic kids beads. I don't have fish, but I have shells. I have shell beads. I have shell-shaped beads in fun colors that I can make a fun dangle out of. Where are they? I think I would have them separated out. I do not have them separated. The reason I don't have them separated out is because I have lots of things all ready to go. I have a bin of bits, Anina. Look, I just have to find them. See, that's actually like shell, this stuff. What about these guys? That kind of looks like a shell, but it isn't. So now what I'm envisioning is stringing these and have them dangling down across the front. Is that going to be too much? But I had like plastic beads that were in the shape of seashells somewhere. Oh, we could just do them from the fold. Just have a whole string, like a dangle. Yeah. Okay, we're going to make a dangle of these because we can. And that'll be enough for dangly things, I think. I'm not going to look for those other beads. I don't need them. Don't need them. Okay, Anne. We didn't decide on the color umbrella, guys. See, Anina, I have bits in each of these envelopes. I have a whole bin of bits. So I can just grab and go. I think I would like them dangling from the spine. I will make a dangle with almost like a tassel. I think that's all I'll do is I'll do it like a tassel, and I will have little wee blue beads between. 2, 4, 7, an odd number, which is perfect. Okay, so back to the back. Did we decide on the color of an umbrella? You know, if I use this blue umbrella and then fussy cut out this yellow shell and just glued the shell down, you could cut out that shell and see what happens. Let's see what happens. No sense having all this stuff and not using it, right? Didn't we just have this conversation? Somebody just had this conversation recently. Why am I saving all this stuff? This is what it's for. But you notice, guys, you notice what I'm doing? I have this piece of fabric, this nice piece of fabric, and I cut out one little bit from it. Well, maybe I could do a couple of shells. What else? There's a yellow shell, purple fish. There's this big purple and green, pink, yellow, pink, blah, 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 pink and green shell. Let's do that one. Let's cut out this shell. And I'm not stitching these down, guys. I am just going to hunk some glue on it and hope for the best. There's a shell. And what about this pink starfish? Gotta have threes, things in threes. All right, Belinda. All right. I lost it. There it is. So then, maybe what I should do, I have a plan. I have an idea. I do have an idea. I do. You have returned. All right. So I have an idea, Anne. Just in case you missed that. Okay. So now, if I took a piece of, I've got this bluish green kind of stuff. If I glued that down and then glued this stuff on top of it, across the bottom at the back here, need a black handle for the umbrella. Okay, that fell on the floor. There it is. Don't knock that over, Kim. I should really move that. Have a bin with containers of beads beside me. I can just imagine it going flying. Okay, so we need just a nice thin piece of black for the handle of the umbrella. Everyone take a drink. Yes. Okay, so if I glue this onto that, we'll do that first. Because the back has to be reasonably flat so people can write. So if the umbrella is like that, it's got to go like that. Oh, I guess I should have inked that umbrella first. Let's get a black marker and ink this umbrella. As I say, I'm not sewing anything on the back here. I have an idea. Okay, so that would be going like this. Yes. You did take a drink of water? All right. Okay, so I need it to be cut off right about there. And then, like I say, if I take this greeny blue stuff and glue it across the bottom, and then put the starfish and the shell and the other shell like that. That would be a cute back. Yes, no? It's kind of boring compared to the front. But like I say, I want it flat because that way people can still work in the journal. Interesting isn't. Yes or no? See, if I glued these down onto here, no. They look good on the yellow, but no. Yeah, that's just it. The front is wild, right? Like the front is incredibly fun and exciting and off the wall. So we need to um I don't know. I mean, I can take a whole bunch of this green thread. I've got lots of green bits, and it could be just, I could cut it small and have it like a fringy grass stuff. Yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, I could do the same thing with this down here. Stitch that down and have like the umbrella go into it. And then these could just be glued down. And this underneath. Right in the middle, right in the middle. Let's do that. Let's try this. We put that down. This would go right there. Let go, let go. right here. Then that. And then this. Oh, I need a little bottle. Like a message in a bottle. Maybe I'll make one for on the inside. Something like that. And then these. How's that? Yeah, could do that too. Could do that too. Just leave that there. Yeah, a piece of the leather would be nice, right? Wonder if I could glue the leather down. Not use the umbrella at all. Just glue those things down. A couple of pieces of leather. Could do that. Something like that. And again, another little square of this. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, that's not the right one. And some thread. I just want one of those little squares. I don't want to chop that. And I've got the little squares. Cut this little piece off. I think that's what I'll do. Just chop off a little bit of that. Just a little piece like this. Maybe go here with it. And then have that on top. A little bit. This one. And you said little bits of thread. This thread, I could put it underneath a couple of the, or just in this corner here. Take a smaller clump of it. It's too small. How about that? I like this. And I won't put any beads on this. This is just going to go as it is. Okay, so first of all, we got to stitch down that yellow piece. Well, I'm going to have an interesting little this thing. Uh-oh. So I don't know if I'm going to try and stitch these down just with one stitch. I'm going to treat them like beads, those pieces of leather. Oh, I wonder if I've got red leather and I can use it in that heart that I'm working on. Wouldn't that be lovely? Bits of red leather in there. Too many ideas, guys. Too many ideas. I can use that umbrella on the inside somewhere. One of the journal pages. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this stuff. We're going to start here. We're going to stitch that yellow piece on first. Just because we can. And then we're going to move to sewing on we'll glue down the starfish and the one shell, because they're underneath. Were they underneath or on top of that green thread? I think they were on top. Oy. Whoever thought of pinking shears on edges of this kind of stuff is annoying. You heard it here. I guess I could have always cut them flat, right? Could have just cut them flat. But no. I thought they were interesting. But my goodness, look at we are not enjoying this. Okay. We have some interesting stuff happening here. Very interesting stuff happening here. There, I got it. Let's make sure that. See, look. Collecting stuff. That's not going to help either. All right, we've got it. We've got it. We've got it now. Shouldn't take so long to do this back because we've got a plan. And it's just going to be going through that leather. Yeah, I like little ones. I love the things that they come up with. I did it. She would be very proud of herself too, wouldn't she? Like, it would be a happy dance moment. It would be a happy dance moment. Wow, guys, 2 hours. And all you've done is watch me kind of curse under my breath. Mutter, mutter, mutter. Teresa, are you here? That's excellent, Jan. That is excellent. Teresa is still not here. Uh, Baka. Look at this. My last stinking stitch on this thing. And it decides it's going to be a twerp. Twerp! Oh, come on. Yes, exactly. And I agree. I agree 100%. Now it's getting stuck on the stuff on the front, guys. I cut my thread too long. Normally you can cut thread this long and not have any issues. But like I said, because my thread is old, it wants to twist all the time. It doesn't help I got all these little bits on my desk that it wants to pick up as well. Just tying a knot. All right, so now let's put this green stuff. No, we glue the one shell on first. And that one shell kind of went like this, right? We'll glue that down. This is just regular Elmer's glue all glue. You guys know that's what I use. We're going to hope that I don't have to go through that with a needle because that's going to be a pig with a capital P. Okay, now we're going to put this stuff down like this. Right? Like this. Like that. I can tack it there and tack it there so I don't have to go through that. Don't want to go through that. So we're going to start over here. Yeah, I'm just running the thread along the back because nobody's going to see it by the time I put paper on the inside. Although on the last one that I did, I used that origami paper that I got from Dollarama, and it isn't really thick. It's really thin, really thin paper. And I'm not tacking this down in lots of places. Well, in a few places, because by the time we put that blue stuff, the leather on, and then I will be gluing on the other two, like the starfish and the shell. Uh-oh. I went through that thread. It's okay. It's okay. Over here. Nope, not there. Oops. Over here. And I should have possibly used a green thread, but that would mean going out to the back 40 again and finding some. Figure I've left you guys alone enough today, going out to the back 40 and getting stuff for all these wonderful ideas you guys are giving me. Okay, so I'm thinking I've got these tacked down enough that I can start adding these little bits of blue. So I'm just going to come up. Random places. We're just randomly placing this stuff. Where's my thimble? Here it is. Oh, maybe this is going to be a pain in the... You know what? Maybe these pieces are too little. Yeah. Ouch. Yeah. This is some thick leather, I tell you. And my yarn is, or my thread isn't equal. There we go. You want to be up? What do you want to be? Let's put you up. Up, like that. Yeah, injuries to fingers. Yeah. All right, there's one. Let's tie a knot. How many did I cut out to put on here, guys? Am I an idiot? We might be using a lot less than I cut. Just so you guys know. Let go of the corner. Note to self. Trim all those stupid things off if you're doing another one with heavy stitching on. Okay, let's do another one here. No, I want to go over the threads. Well, I don't know. I think I've got a pattern here. I think I have a plan. I think I've got it. I do think I've got it. I do think I've got it. Oy! But do I want it? You know, it's okay. It's okay. Not bad. Not bad. I can do a few more. There's definitely will be the last of this kind of thing today. So once I've got it through, once I have it through, isn't bad. Kind of got a rhythm for it now. Kind of got a rhythm. Kind of got this thing happening. So yeah, I guess the majority of the papers in here can be blues and greens and maybe some oranges. Blues, greens, and oranges, maybe? See, look, it's going much faster. Much faster. Because I got it figured out. Look, only 3 more to do, guys. Well, I had kind of wanted to do them vertical and horizontal. That's not how it happened, but that's okay. Here. See, look how fast it's going now. Got it. Got it. 2 more to go. Come on. Here we go. Then I will make the dangle to go with those. And as I say, I'm going to put like little blue beads between, maybe a white one, maybe an orange one. We'll see. We will see. Okay, how about if we put one over here? Or I can leave it at 5. Because it's an odd number, and I like odd numbers. I think I'm going to leave it at 5. Gave up, guys. There we go. Kim gave up. You heard it here first. You did. And then, like I say, I'm just going to run this under a couple of other threads. Oh, look, there were 3 more. Oh, well. Now we're going to glue these down. First, I have to see where the heck this is from. There we go. Got to pull that up just a little bit. And we'll put the starfish there. So what I will do for the wrap for this is I will crochet some of this embroidery floss for the wrap. Just so that it goes, maybe I'll attach it inside here so that it will just go around. So it just needs to be a short piece. I can do that. That will work. Definitely that will work. All right. The starfish to stick down good. Then this other shell is going to go up here. Maybe down here. What do you think? Got the glue on it already. Can go there. Ah, stuck to my hand. No, I want you down here. Come on. You need to stay there. Might have to add some additional glue to that. There we go. There's the back. And then if I've got the dangle coming from this spine, I think that'll be plenty wild and crazy enough. Putting some big glob of glue in here. And I'm going to put a clothespin on it. That'll hold it. That'll hold it. All right. So there we have the little cover. And it's been 2.5 hours almost. So I am going to let you guys go. And I will make my dangle and do the finished closure and then build it up. And I will consider this one done. See, that worked out good doing it that way. I would like to thank each and every one of you guys. Well, it's definitely interesting, definitely different. I like it. I like it. Totally different. See, like I say, I have a very hard time making my covers. And I think that this worked out really nice beach-wise. And then with these dangles, I just have to make sure the inside pages are as worthy of this beauty as I'll have the umbrella in there, whatever, I'll have fun. Thank you guys all for being here. Big hugs to each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your St. Patrick's Day. And I will see you Tuesday. Tuesday we are doing lace. I think what we'll do is some lace paperclip dangles. That's what I'm thinking, because we've covered lace twice in the last couple of months, so I thought that would be something different. So hugs to you all. See you all Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Thanks, people in the balcony, and thanks for any replayers. Take care, everybody. Bye now.